we're going to do some human lie detector. And the question we're going to be discussing is, let's look at this, is in a moment, Wolf Blitzer on CNN is going to ask Reince Priebus a direct question. He's going to say, are you a leaker? And I want you to watch how Reince answers the question, and then you tell me whether he's a leaker. So keep in mind, there's no science to this in the sense that we can't know for sure. But let's see how certain you are. All right, you get ready. So Wolf will set it up with the question. Wait till he asks, "Are you a leaker?" And then I'm going to give you a close-up on Reince, so you can see how he answers it, and you get to judge. Does it sound like he's a leaker or not a leaker?
And I think that General Kelly's a great pick. So
Right.
I'm not going to get into the weeds on that. I support
Hold on, wait for the
what
question.
President did, and obviously I think it's a good thing for the White House.
Can you just clear up the other charge? It was a very bitter charge that Scaramucci leveled against you, that you're a leaker and that you're really not that loyal to the president. You've got your own agenda. And he made some bitter accusations against you, specifically the leaking. Are you the leaker in the White House?
That's ridiculous. Well, come on. Give me a break. I'm not going to get into his
Why not?
accusations.
Why not respond to
Because
him?
I'm not going to, because it doesn't honor the president. I'm going to honor the president every day. I'm going to honor his agenda, and I'm going to honor our country. And I'm not going to get into all of this personal stuff. So.
Jury, render your verdict. I'm just reading your answers. I'm actually really interested to see what you say. I suspect that people's answers will stick to whatever their preconceived ideas were. So, this doesn't really give us any reliable data. But I'll tell you what you would normally look for. There was a tell here that was the size of a semi. Did nobody really hear the tell? There's the, and by the way, I'm not saying he's the leaker. I'm just saying that in the field of lie detecting, human lie detecting, let's say, there was a gigantic flag. How come nobody seems to know what it was? Really? I'm going to play it again and look for. Again, I'm not saying he's lying. I just want you to look for the tells of someone who is being disingenuous. So this is just a academic exercise.
On the interview, he granted Ryan lives in the New York now. Things including a paranoid schizophrenic. He said your days were numbered. He said you were about to leave. At one point he said Reince Priebus would resign soon, and that he expected Priebus to launch a campaign against him. What was your reaction when you saw that interview?
No reaction, because I'm not going to respond to it. I'm not going to get into the mud on those sorts of things. Look, the president and I had an understanding. We've talked about this many times, and we ultimately decided that.
All right, let's show you one more time.
And that we would work together, and I think that General Kelly.
All right, see.
Priebus to launch a campaign against him. What was your reaction when you saw that interview?
No reaction, because I'm not going to respond to it. I'm not going to get into the mud on those sorts of things. Look, The president and I had an
Oh,
understanding.
you are all
We talked
missing
about
it.
this many times, and we ultimately decided that
Oh,
yesterday
my
was a good
goodness.
day and that we would work together. And I think that,
I think one of you got it. Have I taught you nothing? Here's the biggest tell for deceit. I'll give you an example of an honest person and then how a guilty person answers. So first, this is the person who's not guilty, and you say, Scott, did you murder that shopkeeper? And you say, no, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? Murdered a shopkeeper? No. So that's a version of someone who's actually innocent. Here's someone guilty, how they answer it. Scott, did you murder that shopkeeper? What do you know? Who told you that? I'm not going to answer that question. So you were all looking in the wrong place. You were looking at his body language, which is a good place to look, so you should be. But while you were looking at that, you missed the biggest tell in the world, which is have you ever heard of anyone who's innocent of a crime? Just wait for this, because it's going to make you mad that you didn't see it. Have you ever heard of anybody who is innocent of an accusation not answer it by saying, no, I didn't do it? In all your life, has anyone who is innocent not bothered to say they're innocent? Because that would be sort of the first thing you say. Now, aren't you a little angry that none of you got that? That's the thing. See, the thing that fooled you was that because he couched it as just a topic he didn't want to talk about, you glossed over it and said, oh, it's like other things he doesn't want to talk about. He just doesn't want to get into the personal stuff and the weeds. But there's no one who has ever been born, no one who ever will be born, who, when accused of something like that matters to his future, his reputation, to his future happiness, nobody says, well, I'd rather not get into that.